Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today's video is going to be solely and only focused on painting, seeing how that is an area that I've always lacked during my hobbying. I've always kind of put it on the back burner because I was more focused on just getting my stuff built and playing because I was just super excited, which makes a lot of sense, right? But now that I've been playing more, I want to actually be able to display some pretty well painted minis, and yeah, I'm just decided to dedicate a lot more time to it. So up until this point, my best painted miniatures were the Orc Commandos that I painted and I showed off in my last video, right? These are the guys that I painted up for KT3. I love them, and I thought they were pretty cool. So here is a close-up of my knob, my boss knob or whatever. I think he came out pretty sick. I was able to use some to get like the blood effect with blood for the blood god paint and everything. And just overall, I just really like them, and I'm extremely proud of how this one came out, especially coming from, you know, a guy who didn't necessarily paint like at all before. So yeah, so with that being said, I want to expand upon that. So today I'm gonna try to paint a little bit of Ghazghkull, not as much, but I am going to start the process to paint him. So Ghazghkull, as you know, is basically the prophet for the orcs. He is the one that united the orcs all under one banner, which has been pretty sick. I love him, man. I listened to Ghazghkull Thraka, the Prophet book. Amazing book, great. Narrators were phenomenal, really great book, and I just really like the whole character. So I want to make the paint scheme for that character fit that whole vicious and, you know, forward momentum kind of a orc that he is, of course. Now, if you look at the size comparison between Ghazghkull, for example, which is this monster of a beast, this is Ghazghkull's size. If you look at the size of Ghazghkull and then you compare him to the size of an orc knob, he is massive, and that's because, fun fact, as orcs get kills and wins fights and everything like that, they get larger. The reason why Ghazghkull is so large is because on his quest to become, you know, the greatest orc out throughout all the clans, he had to defeat all the other clan bosses, which he did, and every time that he did defeat one, he got bigger in size. So it was really cool. And of course, like, there's like some other things in there because, you know, he was like killed like 3 times and all sort of stuff, genetically mutated or whatever, but that's besides the point. The point is, he's the biggest and baddest orc of them all. So I had to have him in my army, and we're gonna start painting him today. All right, so first things first, for Ghazghkull, there's gonna be, he has a lot of armor everywhere, as you can see. So the claws, just the regular armor, the shoulder pads, even like the backpack, the wires coming from it, just the wires everywhere in general, the legs and everything. So it's gonna be a lot of silver as far as for dry brushing. So like the metallic, it's gonna be a lot of metallic highlights, I would say, on these metal pieces that I'm gonna try to work into. But as far as like green, it's only really just his face in there, so it's not even that much. But basically, it's gonna be black, a little bit of silver highlights and stuff. The claw, the power claw, is gonna be all blood with, like, you know, blood from the blood god paint and everything like that. So I want to make this part, this weapon, very just gory, essentially. And then of course we just got our weapons and everything like that. So he does have a lot of like skulls and bones hanging off of him. So there's 2 right there, there's 1 right there, there's 1 right here on his little groin, what was that, little groin patch thing or whatever, armor piece. And then he has like this big armor like mouth guard area. So there's a lot of armor pieces that's gonna use a lot of different color like paints, but I think I'm gonna just start out with the bronze. I mean, not the bronze. I'm gonna start out with the bones. Just get those kind of just painted up because it's not a lot, so I probably could do that pretty fast, and it still comes out looking great. So that's what we're gonna do. so I finished painting Ghazghkull. I think he came out exactly how I wanted him to come out. Very gritty, very bloody and whatnot. Leading the battlefield, leading the charge. Dude, it's sick, man, being able to paint these models like this and just get better and better at it over time. Thankfully, majority of it was already done because it was already base coated, because his armor's already black, so I just didn't really have to do much there. So I'm very, very thankful for that. But yeah, man, overall, I think it came out great. I'll go ahead and show you guys on the screen, so check it out. And yeah, man, I'm gonna try to do some more of these. I obviously did not do his I didn't base him yet. I didn't paint any of the basing or anything like that, but I'll do that probably off camera or anything like that. But I just really wanted to primarily get the figure in the scheme that I really, really wanted. So I'm glad it turned out great, man. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you feel so highly, and I will see you all in the next one.